Education. It is the tool that breaks down all barriers. Education is part of the foundation of all progress and growth, both as an individual and as a society. Welcome to another episode of Morning Coffee Guest. I'm your host, Simone Absalom Gale. Today, we'll be learning about the Vocational Training Development Institute, the Vtdi, an institution that has been consistently giving its students exposure to new ideas and concepts in various industries. Stay with us and find out who our Morning Coffee guests are after these messages. Welcome back to Morning Coffee Guest. Since the 1990s, the Vtdi has been managed by the Human Employment and Resource Training National Training Agency, the Heart Trust NTA, and has been described as the tertiary arm of the agency. Here to tell us more about the institute is Carolyn O'Connor, head of school for the School of Applied Technology, and Ms. Sheikha Walsh, president of Vtdi's Alumni Association. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Ms. O'Connor, first of all, tell us, when did Vtdi get established? When did it get established?
Okay, the Vtdi was established in 1970 as an agreement between the United Nations Development Program, the International Labour Organization, and the government of Jamaica. It was established really to train skilled workers for the Jamaican and Caribbean region.
All right, and where is it located?
Okay, Vtdi is located in the lush green hills of on Gordon Town Road. We also located in Mandeville. We have a campus in Mandeville, and we have a campus in Montego Bay. So we have 3 locations.
All right. That's great. I understand that the Heart Trust generally has locations across the island, so it's good that you're able to capture as many Jamaicans as possible to be a part of the Vtdi experience.
Yes.
Now, tell us about the standard programs that you offer at the Vtdi.
Okay, so at the Vtdi we have 2 schools. We have the School of Applied Technology and we have the School of Education and Professional Studies. Under the School of Applied Technology, we offer degrees, associate degrees. So our associate degrees programs are the associate degree in animation, ICT, events, planning and management, and drafting and building technology, and we offer our bachelor's degree in ICT as well. Under the School of Education and Professional Studies, we offer 3 postgraduate diplomas. One in Learning Technologies, which is our newest, one in Education and Training, which is our flagship program as well, and one in Career Counseling. We offer degrees in career development as well as other programs under that school.
I'm interested in learning more about the short courses, and Sheikha, you can jump in here. You offer short courses at the Vtdi for persons, you know, who are trying to develop their skills, or maybe they're interested in a different area other than the career path they're on now. What are some of the courses that you have?
Okay. I should have stated that we have a pre-college program, I'm sorry. So it's offered free of cost. So if you leave school, you didn't get your math and English, you can come free of cost to do the pre-college to now put you into one of our associate degrees or degree programs. We offer a Cisco program. Persons who want to become certified in the networking field can come for a year and do that program. We do short courses in supervisory management, assessor training, train the trainers, and we also do customized training of short courses. So anything you think of you want to do, the Vtdi will customize that program for you.
Wow, that's a lot. Sheikha, why did you decide to attend the Vtdi?
All right, so I'm a creative, and I've been encouraged to go to other institutions, the prominent institutions, but I am more interested in events. I'm interested in the arts. I found out about the VTDI, they offer events and entertainment. It's now events and planning management. But at the time it was entertainment and events management. So it was a diploma program and then changed to an associate degree. I'm like, wow, awesome. So I decided to apply and I got accepted. And
the rest is history.
Yes.
All right, before we delve more into your story, you brought up an interesting point. So you applied. How do I apply and how do I know that I am able to attend? What are some of the qualifications that I would need?
Okay, as I said before, the pre-college program offers you a gateway into the programs at the Vtdi, but generally you need 5 CXCs, including math and English, to start any program at the Vtdi. That's our standard programs. Other programs just need to be computer literate, just to do some of the other programs there.
Okay, so it's no longer geared towards just training instructors. It's open to the public.
It's open to everybody.
Let's talk about life before the pandemic. What kind of school was VTDI? What could I have looked for in the VTDI experience as a student?
Okay, what you could look for definitely was hands-on training. Hands down, the VTDI offers the best training, especially for ICT. So our students not only look at the internet to see what a router are, they actually interact with the equipment. Our class sizes are very small, now more than 25 persons, so it's very student-centered, student-focused. We have some of the best lecturers that are professionals in their own field, as well as they can bring that classroom experience to bear into what they are doing. So I think it's very practical, very hands-on. Campus life was buzzing. You know, we had a lot of students on campus. Our 2 full-time programs are really the ICT and DBT. So we had a lot of young persons on campus, a lot of co-curricular activities. We entered tertiary schools, football, cricket, netball, all sorts of things. So it was very active on campus.
Tell me about, I heard that you guys often entered into the World Skills competition. Tell me about that competition, and have you had any success over the years?
Okay, yes, certainly. Over the years we've had our competitor that has gone global. I think Andre Toller, I know he had gone all the way. He was placed, I don't remember, it was 7th, but he had placed high in the Caribbean. And we have always had students. Even this year, our 2 students are now preparing to go to Shanghai, China, with our expert lecturers, Mr. Gale being one of them, our ICT lecturer. So he's now working with our students to get them prepared for Shanghai, China.
All right. Shika, what did you study though at the VTDI?
Okay, so I studied events and entertainment management.
Break that down. What kind of courses did you get into?
All right, so under the events and entertainment management program, we get to do accounts. I did not like accounts, but I passed. Of course, you have to do mathematics, you have marketing, public relations, intellectual property, you have entertainment law, business law, yes, entertainment management, events planning, a whole host of programs or courses.
You come out being a well-rounded student. How was the experience? I know Mr. Connor was saying, you know, it's great, but she's an administrator as a student at the time. How was the experience attending the VTDI?
It was a wonderful experience. I mean, I was a part-time student, so of course I go to school in the evenings, but it felt like I was at school during the whole day as a full-time student. So, of course, it's entertainment and events. So within the program, within events planning and even hotel management, we got to go to the hotel and, you know, work with other persons at the hotel to understand what it's like. We got to plan different charity events. We had Retroactive, which was a concert, and we had Choirs in Praise concert and Mr. Miss VTDI, which is now a annual event. I mean, it was held before, but we brought it back, and it's now an annual event. And based on those events, we give charity to different institutions. You have Lupus. We had a school that is in the same area. We provided well-needed equipment stuff, all sort of different stuff. But it was good. It was a good experience.
Active school life.
Yeah.
You brought up the fact that you were a part-time student, which brought into mind the cost. How affordable is it to attend the VTDI?
All right, so I won't say it's cheap. I would say it's affordable. I could work and save and not break the bank to pay for my school in full.
Mr. Connor, what about you? What would you say in terms of how affordable you make it for students who are attending VTDI?
Okay, I do believe that VTDI is one of the, not cheap, as you said, the most affordable tertiary institutions there is. So our programs are subsidized by the Heart Trust NTA, and so it's very affordable for students. And if you think you can't afford it, you are always invited to come in and to speak to our bursary team, and they will work out a plan for you, because we offer as well affordable payment plans. So you don't have to feel stressed. Just come with what you have, and we will take it from there and work a plan for you to ensure that you can in fact pursue your dreams.
And the VTDI is certified?
We are certified. Our accreditation partners are the University Council of Jamaica, UCJ, and as well NCTVET. So our programs are either accredited by them or approved by them.
All right, stay with us. We have more, finding out a lot about the VTDI. Stay with us. You're watching PBCJ's Morning Coffee Guest.
Without a doubt, tourism is Jamaica's #1 industry, and our dedicated workers are its greatest asset. Jamaica would not be the heartbeat of the world without you. As the industry rebounds from the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, we truly need all hands on deck, yours included. Vaccination holds the hope for tourism's full recovery. In addition to COVID-19 protocols, it is the only comprehensive way to fight the pandemic and save lives. I am therefore urging every worker in the tourism and hospitality industry, in all the subsectors, including accommodation, attractions, entertainment, transportation and craft, to do your part and get vaccinated. Do it for yourself, your family, your workplace, and your community. Do it for Jamaica, land we love. Stay safe, get vaccinated.
Welcome back. The Vocational Training Development Institute, VTDI, was established in 1970 with the assistance of the International Labour Organization, the ILO, the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and the Government of Jamaica. Since then, it has withstood the test of times and has an interesting mix of individuals within its alumni. One of them is Sheikah Walsh. She is the president of VTDI's Alumni Association, and she's here to tell us more about the group. But before we get into that, before the break, I wanted to ask about the extracurricular activities that you have at VTDI. You have a lot of clubs I hear, and one of them is especially successful on the ground. Tell us more about that, Mr. Connor.
Okay, so the VTDI we have the award-winning Expression Nights, and that's our drama club. We have topped many awards of the JCDC. So we have like the best actress. We are the top performing tertiary institution as well. So the VTDI expressionists are really taking the VTDI to places. Of course, we have a Computing Society and other UCCF, those other regular clubs and societies, but the expressionists are the cream of the crop.
Miss Walsh.
Hi.
Were you involved in any extracurricular activity? any of these clubs while you were in attendance?
No, I was not. I was more interested in the expression nights. But as I said, I was a part-time student, so I was not able to take on as much as I wanted to. But I was interested in the expression nights.
But you were involved in a lot in events of the school, though. So I guess that probably took a lot of time. The Mr.
Sure
and Miss
did.
Vtdi and all of those things.
Yes, it did.
All right. So now you're a past student, but you can't seem to let go of your love for the Vtdi. You're president of their alumni. Tell me, what is the aim of the group?
All right, so the aim of the Vtd Alumni Association is to, build that relationship between the school and the past students. So the past students help the school, the current students, with scholarships or grants or any other thing that we can come up with as the association. And the school helps us by, promoting us and encouraging the current students, when they become past students, to be a part of the association, and we build from there.
All right, so I find out that the Vtdi embarked on an initiative geared towards aiding girls with limited access to sanitary napkins. And when you think about it, for the poor, menstruation introduces new and more stressful financial burdens, the consequences of which can impede their educational achievements. Ms. Walls, tell us about the Vtdi Alumni Initiative.
All right, so we thought of this initiative. We wanted to have it last year in December for, the Yuletide season and all of that, but circumstances, we didn't get to have it. However, we decided that we're still going to run with it, and because we believe this is a very important event, important initiative, important cause, because of course I'm a female. I understand, I may be able to afford it, but I understand the feeling of not being able to do certain things. So we decided that, listen, we're going to give back to our community, and this is why we came up with this initiative, the initiative End Period Poverty, where we ask our past students and other members of the community to donate tampons, sanitary napkins, menstrual cups. That's new for me. And of course, if you can't find the time to come, we take the cash and we purchase the items.
I understand that it's geared towards 2 specific institutions.
Yes. So we chose 4, but we narrowed it down to 2. So of course, it's in Kingston, we have in Kingston the YWCA School Leavers Institute, and in Mandeville, we have Candle in the Dark Shelter. So those are the 2 organizations right now. Of course, we hope to branch out.
All right, girls who live in poverty often do not have the funds to buy sanitary napkins. As such, many will miss up to 1 week of school per month, a total of 3 months per school year due to their menstruation. These are often the same girls who are eligible for free and reduced lunches. Therefore, many girls will stay home hungry and in pain. How can the public get involved in this very important initiative?
All right, so we would like the public to get involved, of course, and we don't have a telephone number right now, but they can reach out to us at the Vtdi in Gordon Town. They can come to the Students' Union office, or also to the Students' Union office in Mandeville, or reach us on Instagram, which is the Vtd Alumni Association, or email us at Vtdi Association, at gmail.com, and anyone can answer. I'm usually the one to answer any of those areas from
Ms. O'Connor, what do you think about this initiative?
I think it's a great initiative because I've seen firsthand at school where some persons, when you call, they don't see them at class. Miss, I'm not well, I can't come in this week. That's why we're face to face, and so they would have to come back and make up the time that they would have missed. So I'm thinking that this is great, and it's something that all Jamaicans should really contribute towards.
All right, so there is another organization working to help girls at a disadvantage because of the lack of access to basic amenities. Let's get to that interview.
I'm Shantae Bailey. I'm the founder of the Girls Do Good Foundation. We are a team that gives feminine products to women and girls in need in Jamaica, basically. So we one of our main goals is to try to end period poverty here. So we basically just go around, try to find the people who are in need of these things, and we give care packages. For me, charity has been very important in my life. I grew up around my grandma and my mom, who was always taking care, trying to help other people within the community. So charity was kind of a part of my younger days. And then I always knew that I wanted to start something to help women and girls, but I didn't know what that would have been. I learned of period poverty while watching TED Talk a few years ago. And then, even so, I didn't know that it was in Jamaica. I thought it was elsewhere until I learned of, Michelle Ann Weeks, who is the founder of Herflow, who started to really dive into period poverty here. And I was just like, okay, this is something that is really affecting us, and I want to help. And within the pandemic, it was sitting on me a lot. Like every time I would have my flow, I would just be thinking about all the people who cannot help themselves. They don't have the product. And so I decided that I'm going to do something about it. Ideally, we wanted to focus on teenagers. We wanted to focus on, the age group between 10 and 18, high schoolers, primary school students who started their flow early. But over time, we really just cater to anybody with it. So we've been giving to women much older who are just in need of these things. We have done 14 distributions so far, officially, like going to girls' homes and within communities. We have given close to 5,000 feminine products so far. So, we're trying. We recently registered, so we are considering expanding our family, to invite more volunteers to come on board. So we're not there yet in terms of finalizing how we're going to do that, because everybody is kind of in different parishes right now. Yeah. So we're still working on that. But in terms of donating, you can always choose to donate. You can donate by dropping off to us, to one of the team members, if that's feasible. We also use Nutsford for those who are not close by, and we accept cash donations. So there are different ways to participate if you would like. Drop-off locations vary based on where we are. I'm in St. Anne, Ocho. So those who are close by to me can always contact me at 779-8392. You can call me or text me, preferably. And, we can make arrangements. There's somebody in Kingston who is also collecting. There's somebody in St. Mary. So we're all over the place. Nutsford is like our best use. We just go and pick up. That's much, much easier for us. But we can make arrangements if needs be. You can message us also on Instagram at Girls Do Good Foundation. We've had a number of persons sharing with us, what the substitutes they use, and I think that's been the most eye-opening thing for us, where we've had discussions with persons who tell us that they can't afford to buy sanitary napkins, and so they've had to use baby diapers, just kind of tape it onto their thighs and stuff, and they use that. Some persons, if they do get the opportunity to have a sanitary napkin, they'll wear it for the entire day, using tissue on their clothes. Otherwise, to try, if it fills up, then they won't mess up themselves. Some people only have tissues. Some people use cloth. It's a lot. People have been finding a lot of different ways to use. I know there's some of the homeless persons would have shared that they use cardboard, boxes. They cut them, to kind of line their underwear, stuff like that. So It's a lot, and the stories vary and they're heartbreaking. But you know, we can only do as much as we can right now, and so we just encourage anybody who can help in any way at all to help those who they know may benefit from these items. My dream is that we get to a point where we realize that menstruation is normal for a female. It's healthy. It's a part of our process. Sex is a choice, you know, and we are catering, we're giving free condoms and we have facilities. But for women, periods they're normal, and we actually appreciate them. They signify great things for us in terms of fertility. And so for me, I would want one that they are not so expensive. Pads are not so expensive, you know. I would like to have an environment where pads are made accessible in the workplace, in the clinics, in the hospitals, you know, just as how we have tissues there. I would like to see us having pads there as well, because not everybody's going to remember, oh, this is my time, and they're going to be prepared. You know, people have situations where they just mess up themselves because they don't have anything at all. And so I want us to get to that point where we start having conversations about it, realizing that it's normal, that is something that should be celebrated, and we start to treat women with such respect that we try to help them out in every way that we can. We have had good support from men. I will not take that from men. We have gotten donors. A lot of our donors are men, and when it comes on to sending a message in terms of sharing the information that we share online, we actually have a lot of men who support us, you know. So I appreciate that. I know of a few men actually who would go to their friends and ask for donations on our behalf. So I think we're getting close to having that kind of conversation circulating amongst the male population. I think a lot more men are being more welcoming toward women and their periods. We're not where we need to be, but I'd say we're making a good start. So thank you to all the men who support us, and I hope you'll continue to, you know, encourage your friends. We appreciate it. So you can reach me at 779-8392. I am Shanti Bailey, the founder of Girls Do Good. You can reach Girls Do Good and the other team members at Girls Do Good Foundation on Instagram. My personal handle is _the Abby, ABBI, Bailey, BAILUI, on Instagram. And all the information that you need in terms of donation is actually on our Instagram page. So you can reach out to us by email. We are girl, GIRL, do good foundation @gmail.com. No S.
And that's it for this episode of Morning Coffee Guests. Stay with us. We have more features and content right here for you on PBCJ, the People's Station.
I wish to inform Jamaica that the government has already launched Operation Get Every Illegal Gun. My message today, therefore, is directed to the many young men who have illegal weapons in their possession, who hide the weapons, or as they say, lock them. And I'm speaking as well to the girlfriends, the baby mothers, the sisters and the mothers who give them cover and protection. I'm giving you warning. Put down the gun. Give it up. Leave the gang. Dissociate yourself from the gunmen. Otherwise, the consequences will be grim.